What the cake is going on, everyone? Welcome back to our channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you how to create these super cute little cake pops, which make a great addition to a themed birthday cake. So let's get started. All right, so for today's tutorial, all you're going to need is your Betty Crocker cake mix with the matching buttercream. Make your life easier by buying the meltable chocolates, not just any. This has a great texture for the cake pops. Just a tablespoon to measure out your balls, and these little sticks you can get anywhere. So I hope you have fun making your cake pops. All right, so I know that there are a bazillion cake pop videos already out there, but I'm gonna show you the way that I do it because everything in my kitchen, I try to make it as simple and easy as possible. I started that way for myself and now for you guys as well. The best way, and as you probably already know, to make cake pops, but you actually do need boxed cake because the texture of the boxed cake comes out really moist and it's really easy to work with. So first thing you need to do is bake one of these at 350 for about half an hour in a 10. I find that the whole package in a 10-inch cake pan works best for me. So we went ahead and did that already. Another extra step that I like to do is put it in a container while it's cooling down, cover it so it's even more moist. So now that you have your cake baked, ready to go, of course, it's here because we're gonna crumble it. Get your gloves ready. Okay. It is very helpful to have gloves because this part does get a little sticky. Bake your cake, 10-inch pan, 350 for half an hour. We are gonna put on our gloves. Things are gonna get a little messy from here. It's already moist, and because we left it in this container to cool, it's even more moist. But to keep it together, we're gonna add this buttercream. And yes, it needs to be this buttercream as well, because if you're gonna use real buttercream, it does have real butter. And we are sticking our cake pops into chocolate. So imagine butter and chocolate. It's just gonna melt right off. These are the little mistakes that I've made along the way, and I'm sharing with you so you don't make them. You can go straight ahead to making cute little cake pops. I'm not gonna say perfect cake pops because nothing is perfect in this kitchen. It's just a little easier. And the way that I do it is just the most easy and convenient way that I've learned how to do it. We are one whole box cake here. We're not gonna use all of it. And what you don't use, you can just freeze it. There is no measurements for this part. We're gonna just go in and grab a 1/4 cup of buttercream. We're just gonna get in there and we're just gonna mix it all up together. So we've added our buttercream into this. Now, there are easier ways to do this. I think there are little molds now, but if you're not a baker and you don't wanna buy all those extra things and have it in your kitchen, this is the best way to do it without all the extra tools. Everyone should have this already though. They're like $2 at the dollar store. You're gonna measure out your balls. So you could use the cupcake scooper, but I think it's too big for the size that I want. We're gonna go in with the tablespoon and measure it out. So we're gonna go ahead and scoop a generous amount for this tablespoon. And then we're just gonna dump it out into our hands and roll it into a ball. There's no proper way to do this as well. Your goal is to get it into a shape of a ball and for it to not have any cracks or breaks in it, because when you stick your stick into the cake, any part that has a little crack will crack even bigger with the stick. That's what we are looking for. We're gonna go ahead and roll as many balls as you need and just place it on one of these. guys, so we can transfer it to the fridge to cool and then take it out while we dip it in chocolate. All right, so after we rolled out our balls, I only needed 14, so I went ahead and rolled out 14. We are going to melt our chocolate and have our station ready. So I'm gonna have them standing up. So I have a little tray here with some parchment paper. I have some melted chocolate ready to go. Pour your chocolate into one of these guys over hot water. So we're just gonna melt our chocolate traditionally and dip it normally. There's no, crock pot type situation here. So any way to cook faster or easier, I get if you're on the go or you have a certain lifestyle, but for me, I love traditional cooking. So I like turning on my stove, putting butter on my pan, sauteing all my aromatics and cooking, baking, very traditional way. Also, I'm not sure if other brands work, but for my cake pop recipe, I always stick with the Betty Crocker one. She has never failed me, so I do highly recommend this brand. I can't speak for other ones. Like I know Pillsbury has, never worked with it. I'm sure it's the same, but we're just gonna stick with what we know here. I went ahead and melted our chocolate. For the chocolate, it does need to be the meltables. I'm going to tell you that now. Don't use the regular chocolate wafers because it's very thin. There's a reason why they sell these meltables in the packaging specifically for cake pops and for molds because it's thicker. It's like it hardens nicely. I find that with the chocolate wafers, the colorful ones that I buy, it's very, very thin, and then you'll have to do like a double dip just to get it right. So skip that part. Go right ahead and buy yourself the meltables. I also know that there are the ones that you microwave. What we're gonna do is go ahead and stick our little cake pop sticks. So this part, we're just going to go in with our little cake pop stick, just a little bit of chocolate. Try your best to put him right in the middle, not all the way through. But I mean, I can if you want, if you're just having fun with the kiddos. All right, so after you've done that, these are gonna go in the fridge for about 5 minutes. So after your cake pops have cooled in the fridge for about 5 minutes, during that time, we melted our chocolate, old school style. Just one of these in a pot with water. Have your sprinkle station ready to go, and obviously a little pan to catch it, and where you're gonna place your cake pops. I'm gonna show you really quickly how to do this, really simple, and you just need to dip once, which is great. So I have it on a little bowl here to make my mixing bowl slanted. The first thing that you wanna do is tilt it, have your cake pop on the side. The most important thing is to start here and make sure that the crown here is covered. We're just gonna dip it. And when that is all covered, you can just go ahead and cover the other parts, and that's it. Oh, see what I mean? So that's open. When that's open, you're just gonna let air into your cake pops, and that's going to dry it out. So that's why I have a little spatula there to help when that happens. And you're just gonna, you don't even need to tap it off. That's the great thing about these little meltables. Or maybe just a little, if you don't want too much. And then we're gonna go ahead and add our sprinkles. That's it. So easy. I know they're not fancy, but they taste delicious, which is awesome. And there you guys have it, how to make these cute little cake pops. Also, I always make a couple extra just in case the cake part falls off the stick. And if they don't, you have extra to eat. I hope you guys enjoyed the video today. Leave a comment below and I will see you next time. You have to need, these are like the little mistakes for this part.